Hi, everybody, and welcome in to the Cougar Sports Network as we get you ready for 3C2A men's soccer action in the Western States Conference South as the Antelope Valley Marauders intend to take on your College of the Canyons Cougars. I'm Matt Robinson, happy to have you along once again here for sophomore night here at the Cougar Soccer Field. COC honoring its sophomores, Brian Velasquez, Eduardo Alaya, Enrique Gutierrez, Dylan Sullivan, Francisco Ornelas, and Darian Sarin, the 6 sophomores on the Cougars men's soccer team who are 6-6-7 on the year, right at 500, 2-3-1 in conference play, still mathematically alive, we think, for a playoff spot, but need to win the rest of their games to even give themselves a chance. They've played really well here at home, 5-2-2 on the season here at the Cougar Soccer Field, and for Coach Phil Marcelin in his 19th season. He's been the only head coach of the program since it started in 2003. Trying to pick up back-to-back wins for one of the few times this year. It's been a while since the Cougars have had back-to-back wins. Lately, they've split between losses and ties over their previous 6 games. Their last game was a win over Glendale, but then they went tie, loss, tie from October 15th to the end of October on the 29th. So trying to pick up back-to-back wins for just the second time this season. Last time they did that, September 28th and October 1st. As they will be in their blue uniforms. For Antelope Valley, 10-3-5 on the year for Charles Gordon, 3-1-3 in conference play, and second right now in the Western States Conference South. Have won their last game as we are underway. Opening kick. And here we go, Antelope Valley in white attacking to our right. We'll do our best to identify players on the AVC squad as they're in white jerseys with white numbers, so visual is going to be tough for us today. Cougars in blue attacking to our left here in the first half. Canyons with the ball as they'll play for control back into their own end. Darian Sarin now with it, will drive it ahead. Sarin has been one of the key setup men for the Cougars from the backside this year, as he's been very good at creating attacks. Only has 2 assists on the season, but a lot of the Cougars' good attacks come off his side of the field. Especially here at the Cougar Soccer Field. We've seen it a few times this year where he's set up, especially with Josh Swanson on that near side with him to create openings. As Sarin again will drive it ahead. Swanson in the middle of the field couldn't get to it. It's knocked down by Antelope Valley, as Rodriguez Tafoya will play it off onto the near side. Chavez, they pass through the middle. NA had it but lost it, and the Cougars take over once again. Just underway, first half here from College of the Canyons. Final home game of the regular season for the Cougars. As they will finish out on the road against Bakersfield on Friday. Gomez onto the near side for Antelope Valley. Gets it to Diego Chavez. Will swing it back into the middle of the field. I think that's Kaylon Williams who will play it ahead. The Cougars will take over, but they turn over on their own half of the midfield stripe. Run here for Antelope Valley along the outside. Defended by the Cougars as Sandino was there to defend. And Antelope Valley will play back for control here. Marauders off the far side will swing it into the middle. Ball knocked down on the near side. Sarin there to defend. Cougars taking over. Ornelas will get it back, and the Cougars will drive it out across midfield. Williams again with the ball, knocked off his foot by Swanson, who kind of went shoulder to shoulder with him, and Swanson will bring to the near side for COC. Alaya into the middle of the field. Spinning back was Ornelas, tried to play it back to Alaya. Marked on the near side by Duran. Cougars still controlling in short field. Now we'll swing it to the middle. Velasquez ahead. Knocked away. Marauders will go back the other direction. Run on the outside of the far side of the field here for Antelope Valley. Marauders will play it onto the near side. Run here for Chavez, defended by Sarin. He will just cut it out of play, and it'll be a throw in for AVC. Marauders 4-3-2 on the road this year, so a game above 500. Undefeated at home this year, 6-0-3. Been very good up there in the wind in the Antelope Valley. Makes a lot of sense. It's a home field advantage in that sense with the heavy winds that you get up there, sometimes up near 30 miles an hour. Makes it tough to control the ball. This shot blocked. Running through to block it that time for the Cougars was Drew Leskin. Marauders will play it onto the near side of the field. Chavez knocks it down. Tried to get around Elia. He and Elia battle once again. Marauders able to take once again. Jimenez over now. The Cougars will take over as Sullivan played it off to the side. Now here's Swanson on a run down the near side. Wants to cut it back to the middle of the field, taken away by AVC, and played up the near sidelines and out, so it'll be a throw-in for the Cougars. Battle off the far side. Going to be a throw in here for Antelope Valley as a couple of bodies crash together. Dylan Sullivan was one of the ones in there, and Sullivan's going to get a talking to here from the center official about that shove. It was kind of two guys coming together and Sullivan just standing his ground, and that's, I think, what the discussion is about. Cougars with the ball. Sarin, this one trying to get it onto the near side of the field, but it was behind Elia, and it's a bad turnover. AVC wants to go quick. Looked for a throw in to NA, but instead will get it back, and Chavez will control. Chipped up the near side, out off of Cougar. NA will run ahead to throw it in. He'll get it back in play quickly here. Duran, middle of the field. Had it knocked away, and Cougars will go back the other direction. Sullivan on the touch pass in the middle was looking for Ornelas. It's taken away by Antelope Valley, and they'll control back on their half of the midfield stripe. Chavez now with the ball. Middle of the field to Rodriguez Tafoya. They'll drive down the far side of the field. Here's a run. Cut across into the middle. Good defense by Sarin, and then a drive with the left foot goes well over. Sarin cutting across did a good job to defend the pass to NA, but driving in was Jimenez, and he just had too much leg on it. Has booted it well over the goal. Foul on the Cougars. It'll be Antelope Valley ball. Marauders want to bring to the near side. Gomez pops it in the air, trying to get it into the box. It bounces over towards NA. He's loose chance, and he drove it wide. And it'll be a goal kick here for COC. Villafan, though, looks uncomfortable here. I think it's just a cramp here from Villafan. I'm not sure. He reaches down towards the ankle. And the medical staff going to come out on the field. Athletic trainer Amy Robinson going to run out. Villavan's all right. We go back to work. Cougars onto the near side of the field here. Alaya will cut it back to the middle. Here's Gutierrez. Ahead to Sullivan, who tried to play it through, was looking for Swanson. It was a decent look, but just too much pace on it. And it was picked up by Pantaleon. The Marauders work back towards midfield. Cougars again with a takeaway. Leskin trying to work out of trouble. Gutierrez will chip ahead. Another good ball, but again, too much weight on it. NA goes body to body with one of the Cougars. Cougars get a takeaway here. Again, trying this time through the middle of the field for Dylan Sullivan. And Ornelas just too much weight once again. So that's 3 passes in a row for the Cougars trying to play it through, that they just had too much on it. And well out of his goal is Pantaleon to defend. He's well out near the top of the box. You can tell that's part of the AVC strategy here. Pantaleon defending out high. The Cougars have noticed and want to try and get the ball through and make him back up a little bit. Just have not had the opportunity at this point. AVC with a run here. Right down the middle of the field. They'll cut it to the outside, but again, too much weight. Passing just a little bit off. Maybe the team's not quite ready for the feel of the turf here today. Is the speed maybe playing a little bit of a factor? It is a little moist out this afternoon as well. As we had a little bit of weather this morning. Some rain. Well, rain for California anyway. 61 degrees at opening kick, so, and there is some moisture in the air, a little bit of precipitation as we said. Right now the humidity at 86%, so that'll slicken out the field as the game goes on. Cougars with a big roar from the crowd after a defense attempt, and they get a throw in. Another throw in here for College of the Canyons. Gutierrez pops it in the air. Sullivan knocks it down, plays it back. Cougars through the middle of the field, defended by Antelope Valley. Swanson coming back to help defensively. Now he'll try and go for a run. Knocked away, good job by the Marauders that time to step up and make sure Swanson didn't have room to work. He's been dangerous when he's got room to run for the Cougars. I'm sure AVC knows that and wants to neutralize him. Sarin tried to get that one. Ends up flicking it out of play, so NA comes back with a throw in here. And a little bit of slow down to the pace. It's been quick here so far. Almost 13 minutes in. No score in the match. Throw in right to the box, defended by COC. Pushed right back towards the penalty area, but Cougars able to come and take it away, and will drive it up the near side. Swanson will have a look at it. Oh, but it just bounced under his foot. Has to keep it in play, does. Pitches it ahead. That was unfortunate for the Cougars. Swanson had plenty of room to operate off the near side and just took his eye off the ball for a split second, went right underneath his left leg and bounced backwards, so he had to turn around and try and come back for control. That was the guy you want with the ball, though. Swanson this year has been very good off the rush. 6 goals, 1 assist, 13 points to lead the Cougars this year on the offensive side. Here for AVC, driven right towards the goal, and it just goes wide. Good look for the Marauders. It was Duran. As the ball came into the box, he was able to cut it by Villafan, but just had too much on it to the left side. It went wide of the goalpost on the far side. So the first good look of the day from inside the 18. Of course, AVC had another good one from just outside the box from Jimenez that went well over. So Villafan will boot this one away. Low line drive kick. AVC on first contact. Will control in the middle of the field. Onto the near side. Chavez flicks ahead. Bounced behind Duran, so he couldn't handle. Cougars drive it back to midfield. They're trying to work it to Swanson again. That time it was Gutierrez trying to drive it to Swanson. Instead it goes out off of Antelope Valley. It'll be a Cougar throw-in off the far side of the field. Goals have been hard to come by for the Cougars this year. Just have not been able to find the numbers they would like. It's just 22 goals for. That's 62nd in the state of California. The shooting percentage hasn't been much better, just 15.8%. That's 63rd. So this one driven low right into the box. NA defends, flicked right back out, and it'll be another Cougar throw-in. They have had 60 corners coming into today's match, which is 11th best in the state. So it's not like they're not generating opportunities down in the attacking end. They just, again, have been hard-pressed to find goals. Just 6 goals during the conference season this year. Been kind of the struggle. This one an out turn towards the top of the penalty area, popped up high in the air. Pantaleon with an easy catch will throw it ahead all the way back up to midfield, but Sarin again there to defend and make sure Antelope Valley couldn't get an attack back the other way quickly. This one goes out off of the Cougars. Antelope Valley thought they'd have a throw-in, but instead it's an AVC throw-in. Bench is very active here this evening. Everybody on the AVC bench standing. The Cougars bench has been hopping up and down for most of this first half. Feel the intensity here at the Cougar soccer field. 2 proximity rivals. Antelope Valley just about 45 minutes up the road here. Up the 14 freeway or through the canyons if you'd like. That one swallowed up by Villafan. Wanted to throw it out, but instead will just wave everybody forward. Drives it low, flicked ahead by Swanson, gathered by Sullivan, chips onto the outside. Trying to get it to Ornelas, will turn it back. Ornelas with room to work, into the middle of the field. Chance here for Gutierrez, drives one on with the right foot, but an easy stop for Pantaleon, who was in good position. First good look of the game for COC. Marauders trying to flip the field once again here and go back on the offensive themselves. Ball in the middle. Move to the outside. Marauders down the far wing. Cut right through the middle, defended by COC. Cougars want to counter with speed. They slow down a little bit here. Sullivan wants to play it out of the outside, was trying to get it to Swanson, but it just cut back to the middle of the field. And again, Pantaleon all the way out to the top of his box, able to cover it up. I think that one from Sullivan just had too much cut going back the other way. As I think he wanted to bend it back towards the outside of the field for Swanson, and I think he caught it off the outside of his foot and it bent itself back towards the inside of the field. Marauders with another attack chance here. NA turns it back, takes a shot, and a great save by Villafan. Got his hands on it to push it over the bar, leaping in the air to make the stop. So mark that stop down from Villafan. That one was earmarked for the bar down opportunity from NA, and Villafan with just some hands on it to knock it away. Corner here coming for Antelope Valley. Marauders 28 corners coming into today. That's 24th in the state, not generating a lot of corner chances, but 33 goals, so just middle of the state of California, but just shows you how hard goals are to come by, especially in this WSC. South is, the teams defend very well. That ball played ahead, stays in play. Good ball ahead. Marauders trying to hold it off, and Sullivan able to run onto it, but he just poked it out and it ran too far away from him. Again, the pace on the turf today has been extra speedy. Ball moving quite a bit. NA going to come off, get a rest. Luis Avila going to come in and take over for him for Antelope Valley. Sarin back for COC. His clear attempt. Driven right back to the box. Knocked down by AVC. Duran on the outside. Got tackled by Sarin, and Sarin able to drive the ball out. It was a good tackle by Sarin to make sure that Duran didn't have space to work. This one driven right back into the box. Top of the 18. Whistle, penalty. PK coming here for Antelope Valley. Penalty against Alaya. Did not get any of the ball, got all leg, and the penalty coming here for Antelope Valley. So it'll be a good chance for the Marauders to try and take a 1-0 lead. Can't tell who's going to take it here for AVC. There's too many bodies and not enough color on the number for me to be able to tell from this spot. So Villafan going to be tested once again here. On the PK at 22. Driven right into the back. Antelope Valley able to score on the PK, and it's 1-0 Marauders with 22 minutes to go in the first half. So we're going to give the goal to Brian Lima. And it puts AVC on the board, a 1-0 lead. For Lima, his 11th of the year, that leads the team for Antelope Valley. Goal at 21:56. So the Cougars will have to play catch-up here. Trailing 1-0. Had only really one good attack. And it was still a deep shot from outside the top of the 18. Good ball through, trying to get it to Swanson, but again, just a little bit too much pace. And again, credit Pantaleon here for Antelope Valley. It's been well out near the top of the 18 pretty much all match here, and it's really stymied the Cougars' ability to try and get into the box with Swanson. Ball onto the outside. Marauders will cut it back to the middle. Cougars defending. Ramirez clears it away. Couple more pushes and shoves as the ball goes up the field. Feisty evening from both sides is to be expected with these two rivalry. Cougars with the ball. Arnellis, middle of the field. Leskin touches it off. Sullivan cuts it back to the middle. He got knocked down. They say ball contact was there. Pantaleon again out near the top of the 18, knocking a ball down before Swanson could get to it. And AVC right back to the middle of the field. Cougars again with another takeaway. Swanson was offside, so he's just going to walk back. Marauders on the near side of the field. Heads up. Table getting attacked here. Throw in for AVC, picked up by Avila, played to the middle of the field. I believe that was Rodriguez Tafoya playing it back to the middle of the field. He has it once again. Wants to cut to the outside, does. Got it over to Chavez. Chavez sends it down. Too much weight on the pass. It's just too heavy. And it'll be a goal kick here for Villafan after substitutions for COC. Marauders will drive this ahead. Cougars will knock it down. Fresh into the game was Ledesma. His path's taken away. Marauders want to run back the other way. Onto the outside of the field. Villafan over to pick it up before Chavez could pressure. Actually, that's Duran on the pressure. Here's Leskin for COC. Sarin looking to work ahead. Will flip ahead. Ornelas, Ledesma, far side, knocked down. Velasquez, service into the box. But Pantaleon there to knock it down. Ennie back in to take over here for Jimenez. Cougars gonna get Alaya off the field for a little bit of a break. And bring in Joshua Trong. As the Marauders have a throw in here. With just about 14 minutes to go in the first half. 1-0 Antelope Valley. Goal by Brian Lima, his 11th of the year. That's a team high by a wide margin. Has doubled up everybody else on the team. Next highest scorer for Antelope Valley is Victor Jimenez with 5. And it'll be his 24th point of the year for Lima. He's actually perfect 2 for 2 on PKs this year. So this one driven ahead by Sarin. It's interesting with the weather the way it is, how good the ball is moving. Usually when the air's a little colder, the ball doesn't travel quite as well. Especially with the humidity out there, but it seems like the pace on the ball has been extra today. So here's Swanson spinning. Onto the outside, Trong working, serves it into the middle of the field, defended away by Antelope Valley, played back up. Leskin will knock it down, swings it along the floor. Cougars will play back for control. Sandino into the middle, Swanson knocks it down, trying to spin, couldn't get loose. NA on a one-on-one along with Rios, able to win it away. Plays it back up the field. It's actually Ramirez. Cougars will drive this one back down. And it'll go out inside the corner flag, so it'll be a throw in here for Antelope Valley. So good chance for the Cougars to press ahead, push the field. Antelope Valley, though, able to keep control here. Now here go the Cougars once again. Ornelas into the middle of Swanson. Swanson had some trouble with control. We'll cut it to the outside. Defended by 3 white jerseys. Now 4 of them around him. He'll just have to play it back. Leskin, right-footed drive. Just missed it on the near side. Good look for Leskin from about 25. Bent it towards the near side post and just had too much on it. Cougars trying to work on an attack once again, trailing 1-0. A little over 10 and a half to go here in the first half. A little bit of fog starting to roll in here a little bit at Cougar Stadium. You can see it in the lights. As it'll cool off as the night continues on. Temperature down to 60. And should get into the 50s potentially here as the night continues on. Another throw-in for Antelope Valley. Coming right through our wheelhouse here. Almost fell right into the table. We thought we were going to have to clean some stuff up here off the floor. There's Christian Gomez, a little bit too much speed on his play, kind of just stubbed a toe. Here's Swanson, cuts it back. Chance for the Cougars, driven wide. Ornelas with another good look. Good setup by Swanson to stop it up, cut it back. And Ornelas just didn't have any bend on it. It was straight and straight wide on the far side. Leskin into the middle. Swanson again has it. Right-footed strike, and he drove it over. Too much on it. Had a good look. And the Cougars have started to tip the field here. A lot of good chances for COC. They just have not been able to find the net. Some of that due to the play from Pantaleon. Some of that just balls that have missed wide. Cougars will play ahead. Swanson going to try and run onto it. Chips it over the top of the keeper, and it's in! That's what COC's been looking for all first half, to try and set up Swanson on a run. Pantaleon for the first time tonight was deep in the net, came out late to try and pressure, and Swanson was able to chip it over the top and put it in. So Swanson, his team high 7th of the year, has tied the game at 1 late in the first half. And again, that's really been the look COC is trying to find all first half, and Pantaleon had done a very good job all half at stymieing that by being out near the top of the 18. But this time he got caught deep in the net, was late on his attack out, and Swanson was able to get it on the bouncing ball and just pop it over his head as he beat the defender down the far side of the field. AVC right back on an attack. Ball served into the box, but it'll go to the far side, and the Cougars will drive it out. Good touch pass back. COC again, trying down the far side once again, this time for Sullivan, driven out of play, and it'll be a Cougar throw-in. Swanson will come off after the good work. Marcel Palare will come in. As we're ready to go back to work off the throw-in. Velasquez's throw-in knocked down, but it comes right to the middle of the field to Leskin. Leskin has room to work. Gets it to Sullivan. Wanted to spin it back to Palare. Taken away by Antelope Valley. Cougars, though, able to recontrol. Near side. Trong. Ball bounced off the turf, got it back to Leskin in the middle of the field. Cougars want to play it back on the outside to Trong. Canyons trying to attack once again, looking for their first lead of the match. Trong defended on the near side. Good job by AVC. A little tie up there and then a late shove, and that's going to get a talking to. Much like Sullivan got one earlier, this time AVC going to get a similar discussion. It's Diego Chavez that time, which was unhappy with the tie-up along with Trong. Sarin, good defense, able to drive it back to the box. Pantaleon will play it back to the far side. Long slide tackle attempt from Sandino, missed, but AVC couldn't cleanly work it up the field. Sandino slid probably a good 15 yards across the field for that one. Now Sullivan knocked down in the middle of the field. Free ball coming here for COC. Leskin will take it and play it quick. Thought maybe the Cougars might try and set something up from that spot, but instead they just try to go fast. Wanted to get it back in the middle of the field again to Sullivan, but he couldn't corral. Cougars again now with it. Sullivan wanted to cut it back to the middle of the field, had it knocked away, able to pick it back up, still looking for room to operate here. Over to Polare, back to Leskin. Leskin knocks it down, had it bounce on him, so he couldn't get a clean break away. And the Cougars will just have to play back for control once again. Onto the near side. Sarin. He's been, again, very good at serving balls up. Another ball served in. Polare has to come out and play it with his body because he was outside the 18. Or excuse me, Pantaleon, sorry. That allowed the Cougars to regain control back on their half of midfield. Ideally, I think you'd like Polare to be able to gather that one and get a slowdown to allow AVC to kind of work back ahead, but got himself just too far outside the top of the penalty area and was forced to play it without touch. Ornelas whistled for a foul, too much contact with the legs. Free kick from just outside the center circle for Antelope Valley. Ball was in motion, so they'll stop it and redo it. Kalon Williams gonna have to retry. And same thing, the center official looks at him again and says you can't roll the ball and then kick it. So we'll see if that time he gets it right. Ball is stopped flat. I mean, I don't know much, but I do know that one for soccer. Ball cannot be in motion on a free kick. Sometimes they allow them to bend the rules a little bit in that instance, but that time, a little too much. Ornelas couldn't control. Got a little shoulder shimmy from Chavez for good measure. Now, NA with it. Working onto the outside. Now cuts it around on the outside. Very slick. Still working. Plays it back. Couldn't get it to Chavez. Ball driven low. Cougars able to defend. Leskin ahead. Wanting to get it to Ornelas, but was too much. Then Gomez played it back to the middle of the field. Cougars took away, but turned it right back over. Inside of 2 here to go in the first half. Should have about a minute or 2 of extra after Villafan had the cramp early in the game. Lots of jersey tugging on the far side from both sides as we continue on. NA was in a battle with a couple of Cougars. And it's out off AVC. It'll be a COC throw-in. Polare trying to work onto the outside, got it to Sullivan, whose cross was defended. Actually, it was Polare again on the cross. ABC throw-in coming from deep inside their own half. A little bit of a breeze starting to show here. Pinball right near the AVC bench. Finally won ahead by the Marauders. Taken away by the Cougars. And right near the center stripe on the near side of the center circle, Sarin plays it ahead. Sullivan through, and again, Pantaleone that time timing his attack out very nicely, able to get a hand on it and make sure Sullivan didn't have a clear path to the goal. Marauders again attack. NA on a run. Villafan out to defend, way now near the top of the 18. Then a slide tackle, knocking the ball out by the Cougars. As it was Trong on the defense that time. In extra time now. It's the first half clock at 0. NA able to slip his man, but the ball played out. It'll be a throw-in for the Cougars here. Actually, I think it's a goal kick for the Cougars here, sorry. Never mind, it's a free kick here for the Cougars. I'm trying to figure out what the whistle was for. It was for a foul. And we won't even get the free kick as Villafan took a little bit too long, and that will end the first half. Marauders scored first. Brian Lima's 11th. Then Drew Sullivan, or excuse me, Josh Swanson with his 7th of the year ties the game at 1. Take a break. Second half action. We come back here on the Cougar Sports Network. You're watching second half action here. Antelope Valley and College of the Canyons tied at 1. Just a huge save a few seconds ago from Villafan in goal to keep it tied at 1. Julian Villafan, if it were hockey, we'd say standing on his head. Makes another big stop, and it'll be a corner here for Antelope Valley. A low line drive corner towards the top of the penalty area, and it goes out. It'll be a goal kick here for COC. About 10 minutes gone, a little more than 10 minutes gone here in the second half. Pace is picked up again here in the second half. Ball down the far sideline, but offside flag goes up against COC. Intensity is picked up here in the second. That was a hard tackle against COC. And it'll be an AVC free kick here. Tackle made by Ornelas. Draws a whistle, and it'll be a set piece opportunity here for the Marauders. From just outside the top of the 18, maybe 5 yards back. Wall going to be deep here against COC. All the way back to the 18. Just a two-man wall. Everybody getting organized. Chip into the box. Flicked on! And they score! Good set by Antelope Valley, and they take a 2-1 lead. So a really nice design on the set piece for the Marauders. Couldn't tell who got the contact to drive it in, but it's 2-1 Antelope Valley. We're trying to get word from who scored, but Valley with another set piece opportunity, driving it towards the box. Defended by Canyons and driven out. Swanson trying to turn, had it stripped off of him. Loose ball in the So David Rodriguez Tafoya with the goal. Victor Jimenez with the assist is the official word. It's 2-1 AVC. Marauders looking for more here. They've had the pitch tilted in their favor here in this second half. Goal kick here for Canyons. Swanson trying to work. Velasquez down the near sideline. There's Ledesma. Back in the middle. Polare, left-footed strike. Missed it wide. Had some late bend on it. That was more dangerous than I think Pantaleon thought. It twisted late. So it was almost a knuckle, and then it caught something. Oh no, yeah, off his foot. I was like, that's well. But that's that knuckleball effect, and then it just catches and dives. How do you does it? That's really impressive. My cousin used to call it a good guru. That's what they do. Said that one time. We were in the backyard playing pickleball. We were playing pickleball. So you gotta get that googly. I'm going to. Throw it back. Talking about that last strike from the Cougars a few moments ago. We were talking about the late, we'll call it googly effect. It's from my cousin. The knuckle effect that they had, creating a late break. Brendan Moskal over here giving me a hard time. Mari Kneisel as well giving me a hard time. It's okay though, we're having a good time here today. Final soccer home match of the season for the Canyon men. It's 2-1 Antelope Valley. There you go, y'all got your shout outs. You happy now? Here goes Antelope Valley trying to work on an attack once again. Again, they've had most of the pressure here in the second half. Save for a couple of good stops from Villafan. This game might be out of hand at this point, as it's really been all AVC on the attack. So looks like a corner coming here for the Marauders. So we'll see what the Marauders design here on this set piece. From the near side corner, straight ball to the back corner of the box. Cougars able to defend. And it'll result in a throw-in here for Antelope Valley.
And you know they won't be the right size. They're going to be like dudes sending them in off the phone. For what? Are you doing a program? So I think for locker room, which I've never even been in yet.
He doesn't have room? Because it's all lockers. It's all lockers. And there's a whiteboard in the front and a TV in the back.
Misunderstood it. We thought about price not change. It's like the first order hadn't even been submitted, and then that's when it's coming.
Cougars with the ball now on the near side of the field. Weighted pass, a little bit too much on it. Ledesma couldn't get to it. Cougars going to make lots of changes here. Cesar Perez, Steven Meltzer. Both coming on. 3 different players coming on. Didn't catch who the third one was. Trying to spark something here, trailing 2-1. Perez and Leskin got tied up together. Trying to get it on the outside to Arnellis, who's wearing the captain armband today. He couldn't gather. It'll be a throw in here for AVC. Cougars able to take first contact off the throw-in. Swanson trying to control. Still looking for room, had it poked away from him. Velasquez will drive it down low. Cougars are going to be off. No, flag doesn't go up. I'm surprised. I thought for sure the Cougars would be off, and it looked like Ornelas was 4 steps behind the defender before the ball was struck, but didn't much matter as Pantaleon well out again, able to shut down the Cougar attack. Here's Leskin now in the middle of the field for Canyons. Swanson, good touch right into the middle towards Perez, but Perez couldn't corral, and the Marauders back the other way. Good job by Velasquez to defend as Williams was trying to play it up the near sidelines, and they play it off of the Cougars and out. It'll be a throw-in for Antelope Valley. So a yellow and a red given to Dylan Sullivan. Oh, excuse me, it was actually given to Darian Sarin. He's going to be sent off, and the Cougars are going to have to play a man down now. There's a hard contact on the far side. So Canyons will have to play man down, trailing by a goal. So the hill just got steeper. Another corner here coming. So again, the Marauders with an extra man now. Cougars down 1. Ball served into the box. Turnaround chance for AVC goes wide, and a goal kick coming for COC. 2-1 inside of 18:45 to go here in the second half. Marauders with a second half goal from David Rodriguez Tafoya, his 3rd of the year. on a set piece from just outside the box on the far side of the field. WSC again on the attack, flicked back. Good job by the Cougars to get enough bodies back to defend. They can run back the other way quickly here. Swanson down the near sideline. Cut off by Williams and played out. Good play by Kalon Williams to come over and make sure that Swanson, the dangerous man, couldn't run ahead. Now Leskin with the pressure from behind will play it ahead. Cougars trying to work towards the middle of the field. Perez played it back. Velasquez to the far side. Ornelas trying to knock it down. He's defended by one of the Marauders. They still battle for the loose ball. Ornelas able to win it away. Trying to run it back to the middle of the field, just having trouble with control. Had lots of room, just couldn't figure out a way to keep the handle on it. The Marauders back the other way on the attack on the outside. Hard tackle. And that might draw a yellow against Canyons. And it does. Yellows against Elson Ramirez. Another good chance for AVC that is driven wide. It'll be a goal kick here coming for COC after AVC subs. This one's served right in towards Villafan off the free. And he's able to corral it down and will drive it ahead. Good service right into the middle and another defended ball by COC. They still trail 2-1. We're inside of 7.5 to go. Cougars a man down right now, and they really haven't had much pressure on the attack.
Definitely Friday, Saturday. Saturday a lot of times it's double header. That's more for softball, I guess. We'll have a couple days down. Unless you get a rain out or sometimes it opens up.
There we go. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So maybe Saturday. Like into January.
Inside of 5 to go. AVC still with a 2-1 lead. Cougars have not had any attack here. But I mean, man down, tough to do. Swanson tries to chip it forward. Sullivan got knocked off the ball. Marauders back the other way. Marauders have had most of the pressure here. Throw in here for COC off the far side. Cougars trying to work for the equalizer. At some point, you're going to have to press here. Wouldn't be surprised to see Villafan start to join. The Cougars a man down. That ball served ahead. Swanson couldn't get onto it. One played right back in. Villafan will pick it up. Cougars trying to press here. Still trailing by a goal. Sullivan going to be whistled for a foul that time. Marauders, some of the Cougars coming over to help out. As Christian Gomez was the one down, so the Marauders will take their time here on a free kick. We'll get some extra here, I believe, after the red card. We just don't know how much. Luskin knocks it down, gets it back, run through the middle of the field. Cougars, you can hear from the bench yelling, "Get up, everybody, we need to run forward." Trailing by a goal. Expect them to push everybody across the midfield pitch if they can. Marauders trying to counter. Cougars with only one man back here. Ball played out. Marauder throw. AVC with a substitution here. Fabian Duran back in. Chris Romero off. Just throwing deep into the box. Loose right there. Cougars cleared away. Ball comes right back into the penalty area. Marauders trying to fight for the loose ball. Cougars there as well. Villafan able to dive on it. He wants to throw it ahead. Needs to throw it ahead quickly here. Got it on the outside towards Swanson. He'll cut it back towards the middle of the field a little bit. Now we'll play it on to the near side, defended away. Got it back. Cougars try and chip onto the near side again, but Marauders just too many numbers back defensively, able to clean it up. Cougars need to push ahead. Sullivan on the outside on the far side. Everybody in blue needs to push forward here. Cross into the middle, there was a chance. Marquez couldn't get a foot on it. We're in the extra time now. Marauders leading 2-1. Free kick to play away here from the goal. Cougars need to play aggressive here. Leskin can try and attack. Push forward. Cougars controlling, but they need to really press here. Leskin on a takeaway. It's Perez on the takeaway. Played back to the middle, was looking for Swanson, defended away. Spin around from Gomez that draws a cheer from the crowd. Punched out at the top of the box by Villafan. Bodies crashing together. We play on. Leskin. Swanson. Outside. Marquez cuts it back to the middle around one. Room to work. Marquez, left-footed strike. Stopped. Rebound loose and cleared away. That might be the best look late here for the Cougars as Marquez got it deep. Villafan keeps it in motion. There's a Marauder down on the field. They say continue on here. So for the moment it's evened up, but that ball weighted too heavy. It'll be a goal kick here. We'll sub for Christian Gomez. He'll walk off onto the near side. Cougars need to press everybody ahead here. 2-1 the score. Marauders in the lead. Second half goal by Rodriguez Tafoya is standing up so far. Sogomonian, middle of the field. Swanson onto the outside. Sullivan on a run. Wants to cut back to the middle. Does. Takes it with the right foot. It rolls wide. I thought it got by Pantaleon, but he let it go and it rolled wide and gave everybody in the crowd a bit of a scare off the far side of the field. Might be one final play here. Pantaleon needs to put it back in play. Does. First contact made by COC. Flicked ahead. Defended back. Sogomonian will drive it ahead. Played up towards the near sideline. Cougars able to keep it in. And that is the final whistle. Antelope Valley going to be able to take it 2-1. Cougars gave it a late run, but just came up short trying to play a man down after the red card to Darian Sarin. Marauders pick up the win. They win for the 11th time this year, 11-3-5. Now 4-1-3 on the conference season. Cougars fall to 6-7-7, 2-2-3 in the conference. We thank you for joining us here on the Cougar Sports Network. Make sure you tune in on Friday. We'll have volleyball for you from the Cougar Cage. COC in their final home volleyball contest of the WSC Conference season on Friday night against Antelope Valley. Have a good night, everybody.